Hope all of you are enjoying this retreat, the place, the practice, and the group energy, also the teaching. And all of you are getting benefits from them. All of you are getting help to help yourself. One of the interesting aspects of the meditation is that we ourselves become our meditative object. There are some other yogi or psychological practices or exercises that you can do with external objects, natural or artificial. But when we meditate on ourselves. So we are our meditative object. By meditating, we can understand ourselves a bit by bit. We see ourselves and we are becoming familiar to ourselves. We are too attached to ourselves. And this is another thing what we realize with the meditation. Everybody is so attached to own self, but not close. We are so attached to ourselves, but we are not close to ourselves. We are far away from ourselves. Therefore, we do not know what is happening here. Who are we? And with the meditation, we come closer to ourselves step by step by step. Then we have a clear picture about ourselves. So when we meditate, then we can understand our characteristic natures, characteristic qualities. Mainly, there are three kinds of characters. Maybe more, but from one of the point of views, there are three characters. From my understanding. The first character is very physical. The body is the life. The life is the body. And the meaning of the life is just fulfilling all the physical needs. And that's the life. Very simple, very primary, very physical. The biggest pain in their life is physical. And the biggest pleasure is also physical. They are just eating, drinking, doing sex, and enjoy everything. Very physical, very practical, and simple. They can sleep well. They don't worry about the past or the future, or they are not worrying about what is happening in other countries or what is happening in the political field. They are not so worried about all those things. They have worries, but their worries are based on their own physical needs. That's all. The second intellectual character, we already discussed about that. They are living with ideas, concepts, theories, philosophies, logics, science. That's their world. They give priority to ideas, not to the body. The body takes the second place. They give the second place for the body. The first place is philosophy, ideas, theories. They do not worry. They do not so worry about food or other things, physical things, clothes. No, because they have their own interest, different interest. They think a lot about the past and lot about the future. The first person, the first character, the person who who lives with the body, not much thinking about the past or future. They are naturally living in the present. Or close to the present. Positive reactions are physical. Emotional reactions are also physical. And the second, that the intellectual people, they are different. Usually, they are having sleeping disorders because too much thinking. And it's not a problem for them because as long as they can think, they are happy. Thinking is the food for them. And easier to live with the person who is physical than intellectual. You may have this experience. It's easier to associate people who are physical than intellectual. Not much discussions. The first one, not much discussion. They think it's stupid to discuss things. Just do, just act, just react. That's all. So difficult to discuss about any problem with first one, physical. You cannot discuss with them. You have to act or react. That's their language. They are not interested in any discussions, any dialogues, conversations, lectures, seminars, conferences. No. People who are intellectual is different. You have to discuss with them. You have to ask questions and you have to answer to their questions. And they ask counter questions. Very difficult to discuss with them too, because it goes on and on and on. With the physical people, it's difficult to discuss with them because difficult to start a discussion with them. Very difficult to start a discussion with them. And with intellectual people, it's extremely difficult to end discussions, finish. It's not possible. They want to continue, carry on, carry on, carry on, arguing, arguing, arguing. So very interesting. So when I say there are different characters, that mean not also outside, even inside. Sometimes we behave as physical, sometimes we behave as intellectual. We are shifting. So better to identify our current character. There is no any eternal label or identity. We are changing, we are shifting from physical to intellectual, from intellectual to physical. Time to time, not second to second, time to time, period to period. Because of some conditions, because of our friends, because of our own experiences, because of information, because of our feelings, because of our pain. There are many conditions behind that. Anyhow, no one can stay as physical or intellectual from birth to death. It is not happening. Phases are changing. Phases, versions are changing. So with the meditation, we can observe those changes and we can understand who is in the present now, intellectual one or physical one. Sometimes we want to discuss, we want to argue, and we cannot stop thinking. And sometimes we don't want to argue, we want to just act or react. That's all. We can see that is one of or two of signs or characteristic qualities of both characters, but many other characteristic natures, not only these two. Sometimes we cannot sleep, sometimes we do not want to sleep because too much thinking, or we want to think and think and think. And there is a third one. People who are living with the heart. That's the third one. So, within my understanding, only these three. Maybe from other points of view, there are more from psychology, from commentaries, Buddhist commentaries, maybe more characters. But mainly, only these three. So people who are living with the heart, they are different. Of course, everybody is different. They are neither physical nor intellectual. They are easier to be hurt. Very easy to be hurt. And very devotional, faithful, trustful, genuine, and truthful. People who are physical, they are not interested in what is truth or what is lie. They just want to live. They just want to entertain their physical needs. What is the truth and what is untruth? That's not their interest. But for intellectual people, it's a big subject. It's a big subject. Though it's a big subject, they are lying. Not always, but whenever we are lying, we are intellectual. In that moment, we are intellectual. Sometimes we are lying consciously, but for most of the times unconsciously. We don't know, but we think we know. That's the nature of intellectual consciousness. It doesn't know, but it thinks it knows. It believes it knows. People who are living with the heart, they know what's the truth. So they don't have any philosophy about the absolute truth or myth or illusion, no, but they are living with the truth. Whatever they experience, they are genuine and honest and innocent. So that's why easier to be hurt, gets hurt. They don't want to hurt others, but they do lot. They don't want to hurt anyone, but they don't know how to not to hurt others. People who are living with heart. They take all the pain. They take in. And that's and they think they are not giving any pain to anyone. They take all the responsibilities of blame and mistakes and hide it inside of them. And therefore they think that we are innocent, we are not hurting anyone, we are not giving any problems to anyone. But that particular way of living is actually problematic for others, for themselves too, for in a long in the long time, not now but later, because if everything has own limits, so we cannot hold and keep all the problems because our inner capacity is limited. So those people who are living with the heart is reaching the limit quicker than other two. Anyway, these people are very beautiful. The way they live is very beautiful, very innocent, like children. If you speak with them, you realize they are like children, very faithful, very devotional, very religious. They like to do all kinds of rituals, prayers, chants. They want to be followers of the master, always. Masters can be changed. They change masters, but always they want to be a follower. And again, dear friends, sometimes we are physical, sometimes we are intellectual, sometimes we are heartful. We are living with the heart. 100% physical, 100% intellectual, or 100% living with the heart. No. Time to time, we are changing. So please understand this, that there are no inner characters inside of us. So I don't say that there are 3 characters inside of us or inside of you. No. If you understand this in that way, it's wrong. You mean, I mean a combination of these 3. It's different than saying there are 3 people, 3 characters inside of us. If we say like that, there are 3 characters inside of us, that means we are here and inside of us there are 3 different characters. So we are different, separate than these 3. No. We mean, I mean, you mean a combination of, a collection of, a mixture of these 3. And the percentage is different. That's why we are having differences. I am not like you. You are not like somebody else. Because the percentage is different. Maybe 50% of physical, 40% of intellectual, and 10% of heart. So that is one of the combinations. And time to time, because of some other factors and conditions, the mixture, the percentage can be changed. 40% of physical, 30% of intellectual, and 30% of heart. So it goes something like that. Always changing. Changing and changing and changing. That's why Buddhism says there is no self. The self means something concrete, from at least from the birth to 100 self goes further, even within the birth and death. The self means one eternal, non-changeable entity is there. That's me, that's you. But no, with many mean, you mean a combination. collection, a mixture, a salad with these three ingredients: physical, intellectual, and heart. And the percentages are always changing. And this is something beautiful to beautiful to observe, beautiful to experience within ourselves and within others. And that's why we say, now you are different. We say this to our friends, to our parents, to our children, to partners. We say you are different. Different means that percentage is different. And they also say we are asked, or we are said by others that, oh, you are different now, not like before. And that comment or say could be positive, could be negative, but the idea is the percentage is now different. The balanced life means 1/3 is physical, 1/3 is intellectual, 1/3 is art. That's the best combination, ideal. Like in Ayurveda say that water element, air element, fire element, Vata, Pitta, Kapha has to be balanced. Likewise, these three characteristic natures should be balanced. It's imbalance, not balance. So that's why some inner conflicts are there. And that's why difficult to even identify ourselves. For us, of course, for others it is not possible. Even for ourselves it is difficult. It is possible for us, but difficult. It is impossible to others. It is impossible. No way. Even, yeah, same as us, it's impossible to understand others. Impossible. Anyway, we start our life with the heart. All the humans start their life with the heart, not with the body, not with the mind, with the heart. And that's why children are so beautiful. We say they are innocent, they are honest, they are genuine. Maybe not 100%, but relatively, they are beautiful, they are innocent, they are genuine, they are honest. Because they live with the heart. So we started our life with the heart, everybody. And there is no time period for that, maybe 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 8 years. No. But after that, slowly we are shifting to the body, physical life from the heart. Then maybe because of hormones, for whatever reason, we are moving to the physical life. Then we call teenage time. And that's also a short period of time, not too long. And especially now in the modern world, that both periods are too short. Living the length of the period of living with the heart and the length of the period of living with the body are becoming shorter and shorter now. And then we move to the mind. And that is the longest length of period for humans in the modern world, because too many informations, too many studies, too many subjects, too many education, too many medias. And we live with lies. Really, dear friends, whenever we start to live with the mind, then we live with lies, consciously and unconsciously. And later we will realize it, and then we think, oh, how nice our childhood time, how nice our teenage time, how genuine we were, how honest we were, how innocent we were, how practical we were. And after that, again, we are going back to the physical life. There is no exact age, but we live further, then we are coming back to the physical life, and then we are coming back to the heart, if we can complete the circle. So we born with the heart and we die with the heart. If there is no accident, so life is a circle. And if you remember, you can understand this with others, elderly people, people who are close to die or dying people, they are living with the heart. But not as child, different. Children do not have guilty conscience. They don't have. That doesn't mean that they are not doing anything wrong. No, they do things wrong. Maybe they fight, they play. But after a while, they again play with others. They can play together, can speak together, they can play together, they can enjoy together. But if we fight, adults argue, then can we talk again after a while, after 1 hour? Can we again enjoy together? No, very difficult. Because we are living with the mind. The mind says it's bad. What you have done is bad. What they have done is bad. Wrong. It's a sin. So all those ideas are coming from the mind. Not only from the intellectual mind, from critical mind, and from judging mind, judgmental consciousness. Children do not have this much. The mind is very low, low percentage, more heart and then more physical, then less mind, intellectual. That's the percentage. Heart, physical, then very low level of intellectuality. Therefore, they don't have this judging problems. So what I want to tell is if we complete the circle, when we come back to the heart again as an elderly one, then not as we cannot go back to our childhood time. That's different experience with lot of guilty content. Again, we are innocent, but full of guilty content. Therefore, though we are living with the heart, it's painful experience. It will be very painful, very difficult and complicated experience. But the nature is beautiful. The nature gives us a chance to start our life with the heart. And the nature is again giving us a chance to end up our life with the heart. So what a beautiful circle from heart to the heart. The life goes from heart to the heart. But not the same heart. Painful heart from pleasant heart to the unpleasant heart. From healed heart to sick heart. From healthy heart to wounded heart. Therefore, dear friends, before we go to that extent, we had to prepare ourselves. There to heal our heart, because we had to come back to our heart. We cannot ignore it. We can forget it for a while, for a temporary period of time, because of the body and because of the intellectual mind, but no way to completely go away. The heart knows that we are coming back. So we left the heart as an enemy with all those things, hatred, others, he has done bad things, she has done bad things, we have done bad things, with all those judgmental, critical conclusions, labels. We left our heart, we left our home. So we left ourselves as enemies. And if we left our home as enemies, then one day, whenever we return as enemies. We return to enemies' home. We cannot go anywhere. To complete the circle of the life, we had to come back to the heart, come back to the center, come back to the home. So we left the home as an enemy. Then if we don't do anything, then we had to come back as an enemy. And that is not a pleasant way, nice way, beautiful way to end up the circle, to complete the circle. Therefore, a lot of people are really suffering. Not because of what is happening in their elderly time. Of course, their body is weak and so, but not because of that. Most of elderly people are suffering not because of the present, because of the past. What happened in the past. What they have done, what others have done. Those memories, those pictures are so strong. They are coming very strongly, especially when we are becoming with the aging. Therefore, dear friends, we have a responsibility to change this atmosphere. Of course, we cannot change the past. What happened we cannot change. But we can change the present. By changing the present, we can change the past and the future. That is possible. The past and the future are actually depending on the present. If you are not in the present, then our present is depending on the past and the future. If you are not living in the present, then our present life is depending on the past and depending on the future. Helpless. But if we are living in the present, then the past and the future are depending on the present. So we can change the past. Not what happened in the past, the way we receive the past, the way we see the past, the way we respond to the past, the way we react to the past, the way we talk about the past, the way we imagine about the past. We can change. By changing our projections, then the picture of the past is changed. It is changing. So, dear friends, when we feel our heart, here we have this expectation, like we can feel the heart like feeling a flower. The heart should be very tender, gentle, soft. But that's the original nature of the heart. But somehow, now it is not like that. Because the physical character and the intellectual, this critical, judgmental, those characters are abusing the heart. They can easily abuse the heart. Only heart could be abused. And both of them are abusing the heart. Maybe not purposely, not intentionally, but it happened. So therefore, whenever we feel the heart, we feel pain. We feel wounds, psychological wounds, emotional wounds, we feel based on guilty conflict, based on hatred, self-hatred and hatred towards others because of the past. Because the mind is carrying those records. He has done this bad thing. She has done, they have done. They are bad. They hurt me. Or other way, we have done bad things. We were wrong. So either way, heart is suffering. We make wounds in the heart. The intellectual, critical and judging mind, they are very smart and clever to make wounds in the heart by saying you are wrong. They are wrong. And by planting the seed of the hatred, they are planting a seed of hatred in our heart. Who? The intellectual, critical, and judging mind. They. Always they are planting a seed of hatred in the heart whenever they behave in this way, or they have done something wrong. You have done something wrong. You should not do. They should not do. It's a very big thing. And then time to time, whenever we remember those incidents, then again watering to this seed by judging mind, critical mind, intellectual mind. What they are doing is they are feeding and watering into that seed of the hatred, seed of the guilty conflict. So not only one seed, many, thousand. And when we come to the elderly time, then it's a forest, it's a jungle of hatred, jungle of guilty conflict. And even no need to wait until become an old. Even now, today, young people are experiencing same. Their heart is actually not a flower garden. It's a forest. It's a jungle of hatred, jungle of guilty conflict, regression feeling. They hate themselves badly, and they hate the entire society badly. So when we come back to the heart, and we go where? We go to a wild jungle, very dangerous place, no security, no safety feeling. We don't have any homely feeling when we are alone. Therefore, a lot of old people are suffering a lot because of the loneliness. Loneliness means we are being with ourselves. But that is very shivering experience. So dear friends, without further analyzing this situation, we are lucky. We know about the meditation. We can practice meditation. By practicing meditation, we can heal our heart. By forgiving others and by forgiving ourselves. So it's a part of meditation. Whenever we are in the present, whenever we are having awareness, good awareness, whenever we are calm and peaceful, then we can feel our heart and see what comes, what memories, what pictures, what incidents, what emotions come. And open your heart. We have to open our heart and allow those things to come. Only then we can see how many wounds are there, how many emotional wounds are there, unhealed wounds. As I said, the mind, the critical and judging mind are very clever and smart to make wounds in the heart, but they do not know how to heal them. They never know how to heal them. Because theories cannot be a medicine. No medicine book can be a medicine. There are a lot of medical books, books of medicine, but no medicine inside of any book. The entire library of medicine cannot be a single medicine. So no medicine inside here, no medicine. But meditation is different. Meditation is a medicine. We are lucky. So with the meditation, we feel our heart not as an enemy, not as a torture, as a friend. So meditation helps us to be our friend. Now we are looking at our heart as a friend. We left our home as an enemy. We think it's an enemy house. So house is also enemy house and we are also enemy. But now we are coming back to the heart, coming back to our home as a friend. That's the real miracle, what the meditation is doing. You left yourself as an envy or enemy, but you are returning to yourself as a friend, as a true friend, as a genuine friend. Only true and genuine and innocent friends can forgive you. Forgiving is something a very, very, very beautiful action only heart can do. Not the body, not the mind. Only heart can forgive. By forgiving, you can heal your heart. By forgiving yourself, by forgiving others. So we may remember those incidents, we may see their faces, and by looking at their eyes, we can say, I am sorry, really sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me whatever I have done in the past to hurt you or to make your life difficult, whatever. Please forgive me. We can ask forgiveness. Only the heart can ask forgiveness. And also we can say, we forgive you. You may already ask our forgiveness, may not, no matter, but we forgive you. Be happy. I forgive you. Be happy. May I be free from hatred. And please forgive me. May you be free from hatred. That's the meditation. And that's the heartful meditation. And by doing this, we can see the truth of the heart. So meditation is a vehicle to go from lies of the mind to the truth of the heart. It's a beautiful journey. So we can complete this journey before we are aging with the meditation. I mean, spiritually we can complete it. Not physically, not the life, but spiritually we can complete. And then no worries, no guilty conflict, no fear, no insecurity feeling about the future. Be happy, dear friends, to make this decision to come to this retreat, to be a meditator, to practice meditation and understand yourself, and especially looking at your heart. and heal your heart. Thank you very much, dear friends. Enjoy your practice.
Thank you very much, Upul, for this wonderful and inspiring talk.